Let's review my favorite Rayhaan fragrance, which is Rayhaan Crimson. Look at this beautiful packaging and this beautiful bottle. The atomizer is great and the fragrance is also great. So Rayhaan is basically an alternative to Creed Centaurus, and they are both very heavy cinnamon cardamom fragrances with vanilla background. Both remind me a lot of the chewing gum Big Red because they are so heavy on the cinnamon.
No little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
They are very dark, so this is more a cold season fragrance. This is in the same realms: Parfum de Mali Carlisle, Parfum de Mali Harrod, Memo Paris, African Leather. What it lacks a little bit in comparison to those other fragrances is the sweetness. So this is really more dark and less sweet than the others. So these fragrances are both very spicy, very ambery. Crimson is definitely inspired by Centaurus. The difference is Centaurus is a little bit more flowery, has a little bit more of the tobacco note, while Crimson goes straight away to cinnamon, cardamom and the vanilla base. But in the end it creates the same fragrance. You get definitely exactly the same vibe from both of them. And where they are also very comparable is the performance. They are very comparable in terms of longevity and projection. Smelling them side by side on your arm, you can tell a difference, but in the air it's basically very difficult. Centaurus costs around $300 US, while I paid for Crimson $30 US. So definitely I would go for Crimson. I like Crimson a lot. It's a very nice fragrance. I would give it a 9 out of 10. I already mentioned the alternatives for those fragrances. So you have Parfum de Mali Carlisle and Parfum de Mali Harrod, and you could go by the Maison Alhambra clones, which are Cassius and Hercules. You could go with Memo African Leather or the clone Maison Alhambra Afro Leather. Want to go more for the cinnamon? You could go with Spice Bomb Infrared, which I also love a lot. So I can recommend, go for this. For me, the best one from Rayhaan.